Yep. Okay. Start the game. Switching over to game. Starting.
I'm
Okay,
also
time
going to need
for.
help with Firebird Lady.
Okay.
That or a treasure map, but you know, one feels
Charlie's
faster.
Charlie's swordswoman. Uh, right. I don't remember which region of Tyrol they come from. I'm going to assume Yuck Tyrol. Oh, are you looking for me? Whatever, whatsoever for? Um, was it your sister, your mother? Why do I always assume it's the sister? Oh, right. Gonna put this thing on. Wild? And you say my mother sent you? I take it she's already explained the details, such as how we know next to nothing of the treasure and its capabilities. We have only legends passed down through our forebears to go on. They speak of a Tural Vidral of an owl that once terrorized the forests, whose soul is sealed within the perch of the apex. The tales have only become more vague as the mists of time obscure the treasure's origin. Even our village's eldest remembers naught but an ominous warning uttered by those who once wielded its magics. The master of the apex shall be showered with good fortune, yet leave only sorrow in their wake. It's clear that despite owing their safety to the apex's power, our forebears viewed it as something to be feared. It must be truly immense. Now, on to the matter of the thief. Even during our brief acquaintance, he made plain his desire to bring change to Razatan. Naturally, I've started my search here, and have been seeking anyone who's expressed dissatisfaction with the status quo. I mean, if anyone here doesn't like the status quo, I don't think they're going to be brave enough to speak out. The ruler is a dragon. I mean, then again, I mean, also, Vritra would actually be quite amenable to anybody dissatisfied with the status quo. I mean, like, he like, genuinely, truly loves his people. He would hear people out. Sure enough, I soon heard stories of a recent arrival, a self-styled savior of Radatan who proclaims that he will lead the city to greatness and calls himself the Justiciar. Ugh, cringe title. He's apparently taken on the burden of personally exterminating the beasts which infest Thavnair's wilds. He made a great show of claiming he alone is equal to the task. Again, they are ruled by a dragon, a big, massive guy who is really powerful. He took down several sci-fi airships. I saw it. Actually, no, I didn't. I pros. I have first-hand, I have second-hand accounts of it. While he certainly draws a crowd with his boasting, they only watch with morbid curiosity as he sets off into the jungles alone. I realize this could have nothing to do with our problem, but even the smallest lead must be pursued. I've heard he often gives his speeches at the region's smaller settlements, so shall we go see this justiciar for ourselves? Yes. It's decided. I hear Yedlimad is would be a good place to start. Hopefully there we can find our next crumb of a clue. I'm gonna be mildly miffed if it turns out that they're actually from Shaktaral and I've been affecting the wrong accent. Like I have no memory of where exactly they are from. Should I teleport? Yeah, just go ahead. A Huron boy. I know you.
You're looking for the Justiciar too? One of the soldiers just went after him.
Tepeke. Wild, we're in luck. Oh, shit. This boy saw the very man we seek. It seems he gave the same grand speech about saving people, claiming that danger lurked nearby before venturing forth to combat it alone. Yet the radiant host could not well stand idle if there were truly beasts afoot. So one of them followed him. All we need to do is pick up on the trail. Actually, wait a minute, you're a Mikote, so oh my god, why haven't I been thinking about that? There aren't any Mikote in Yakcharal, so you have the accent that I think is a Wild West accent, but it's probably just a bad Southern accent. That's right, because the South is populated solely by the Pelu Pelu, the Burbs, the Hrothgars, the Mamuk or Mamulja, I mean, and the the Yoktel? Yoktel? I think that's what they're called. Yeah.
He ran towards the shroud, but you might be able to spot him from Kajaya's footsteps. You can see the whole forest from there.
Okay, so that she has to have the other accent.
Thanks, you've been very helpful. So Wild, let's head there and see what we can see.
Dang it! Whenever I do that voice, whenever I try to do that accent, my voice just goes higher.
The soldier just left. If you hurry, maybe you could catch up with him.
Don't worry, I can fly. Why is it all the way over there? Why not just have us go to Palika's stand? Uh, Tragic memories of this place. Is it down or up? Probably up. It would help me if I did that. There you are.
Now then, let's begin our search. Since I've never actually seen the Justiciar, I suggest we find the Radiant Host soldier first. They do all wear similar armor, after all.
Oh yeah, it's a really good armor. Oh, hopefully it's like a caster dude, because that armor was sick. Until I found this outfit, it was my preferred caster outfit.
Now then, let us begin our search. Since I've never
Wait, you're saying the exact same thing. Oh hey, it's one of those use your binoculars thing. Oh, can I see the burb? Oh, what's that over there? Oh, just flowers. Flowers. An opal. Come on. Where are you, you little bastard? Oh, that looks suspicious, but I don't want that. I want the burb. Oh. I guess that running gag is... Oh! Oh, no. I thought that was the spoonbill. I think that's... No. What is it called in here? You know, the bird that stares at you. That looks like, I think the bird species is called spoonbill. He doesn't show up anymore, does he? What the hell was that? I thought I saw something over there between those two tree things. I mean, I can't go to it, but oh well. Oh well. But oh no, that Oppo is going to eat them. What are you doing? Oh well. Footprints. Footprints? But whose? There's no way to tell if they were left by the Radiant Host soldier or the Justiciar. More footprints. Okay, same thing. Oh, now it's raining. Fallen Funginar. Whatever that is, it isn't moving anymore. Could it be one of the fiends that Justiciar is after? Oh, now he's gonna catch his death out there. That must be him. But what happened? We'd better get down there quickly.
Not to worry, Wild. He's unconscious, but otherwise appears unharmed.
Alright. Well, what happened? Those rocks are suspicious.
We heard you came here in pursuit of the Justiciar. Do you remember anything?
Yes, I eventually found him. He was confronting that fiend that now lies dead. Okay. At last, the Justiciar graces Razatan. I shall bring unending peace to this beleaguered land. Okay, Common Rider. You are brave. You are brave to follow in my path. Few indeed possess the mettle to even consider the terrors which threaten our home, let alone stand against them. Yet, courageous though you may be, you are far too weak to fell a beast so mighty. Quit this place with your life while you are yet able. I am of the Radiant Host. If I ran from such meager prey, I would become a laughingstock. How bold! To look death in the eye without flinching. I doubt not your conviction to defend Razatan, yet I believe it pales before mine.
Oh my god, this guy's an idiot.
O Apex, bestow upon me your divine might. Do you not heed my call? I require your power more than ever. Is something supposed to happen? Why? Am I yet unworthy? Or mayhap there is a button I must press. Uh, this is Not what I expected. Stand aside. I'll dispose of this pest. Just give me a moment. It cannot end like this. I won't be made a fool. Come on, you moldy trinket, work. Transform me into the hero of Ratatan. Come on, Henshin, Moon Prism power, by the power of Grayskull. Oh, it summons rocks. Okay. He brandished that idol and became wreathed in a mysterious light. Then boulders started falling from the sky. Down they came, one after the other. That's when I must have been struck unconscious. And he just left you here. I recall only faintly, but I think I heard the man mumbling, quite excitedly, as if he had come upon a sudden revelation, or as if he was overtaken by madness.
Might I request help?
With what?
Health cure.
Sure. I'll pause the recording once this cutscene's over.
Thank you.
It seems he got away unscathed. Either he had an incredible stroke of luck, or whatever he was beseeching to actually answered. And it's just as I suspected. This Justiciar is the self-same thief who stole the perch of the Apex. But no doubt he's long departed from here. First, I'll escort this fellow back to Yedley Mad, and keep a close eye on him. Head wounds can have dreadful after effects. Alright, just going to go ahead and give that recording a pause. And this time I am going to just pause the recording instead of accidentally stopping it. And once again, I accidentally started a cutscene before realizing that I needed to resume the recording. Thankfully, this is still the first speech bubble. The soldier made his way to Razatan to make a formal report, and what an odd report it will be. His account seemed to align with legends of the treasure's powers. The wielder escaped unharmed and brought ruin to those around him. Could those fallen rocks have been a freak accident? I'm not so sure. Ah, so it's like the original conception of the Black Cat miraculous in that it brings bad luck. You won't believe it. He came back. Who came back? The Justiciar? Yes, not long after you left. Alright, no, these are Rajasthan people, so they would have the Indian accents, but I don't know how to do it in a way that sounds distinct from the Turali accent, the southern Turali accent. He said he beat up a monster that knocked out a Radiant, and he was laughing his head off. Did he really do that? Is he really stronger than the Radiants? Oh, let me break his little dreams. Oh, why are you so nice this time, Wild? Maybe he maybe he is, maybe he
Wait,
isn't.
fuck, did I turn in my journal?
Did you?
I think I didn't. Gonna log back in.
Well, my mate can't stop talking about him. He wants to be just like the Justiciar. His mom and dad weren't happy about that, though.
Aren't you live in Razatan. Why are you saying mum? That's a British thing. Shouldn't you say like mama or something or mama, papa, papa? I don't know how it is. I don't. No, that's I'm thinking of something wrong. I think I don't know. I'd advise you and your friend to look for a different role model, but we thank you for telling us what happened. Bye. Bye. Well, there is one less fiend skulking about, I suppose. He may have been simply testing the church's capabilities, and as far as we know, he's yet to use its power to evil ends. I find his motivations a mystery. To steal the perch of the apex by force, only to come here to Thavnir and use it for good? It makes no sense. You've heard tell of this passage of the unbound, yes? Many have ventured to Tuliolal, claiming to be their victims, yet here they would be saviors? If he had such noble goals, then why did he stoop to such devious deception? What could he be plotting? Wait a minute, no! They I forgot to give her the fucking other accent. But that's neither here nor there. He stole from my people, and that misdeed can't be forgiven. The purge of the apex helped us win peace. By its might, our forebears built the foundation of the lives we now lead. Until recently, it stood silent, a symbol of our pride as a people. It reminded us that we carved out a home within that inhospitable wilderness. Being trusted with its protection is a great honor. I was so proud of my father when the elders chose him, so proud to be his daughter. Yet, since the day it was stolen, some of the other villagers made their disdain toward him only too clear. I couldn't bear it. That's why I must get it back, to restore my village's pride and my father's reputation. There's still so much we don't know about the Justiciar, but we have to assume he's learned to wield the Apex's power. I can't say whether those falling rocks have anything to do with it, but I won't discount it outright. I'll continue looking into his whereabouts. While we still have so many questions, with both of us working together, we'll find answers soon enough. Okay, well, maybe logged in, logged out, logged in. Oh no, that was Lance logging in. Am I the leader?
Yes. You
Okay.
are.
That's right. It didn't say that I got promoted, but oh well.
It did when I first logged off.
Oh, nope. No, I still don't see that there, but oh well.
Odd.
Very odd. Hi, Rand. Do you want to come to leveling with us?
Sure.
Okay. Invite. Yeah. Okie dokie. I want to level Dancer to 98 to 100 if I can. Got heat a battle up. I will eat a food.
Yes. That's gonna stay at least until I 97 or 100.
Wait, do you make sneak attack in AoE?
What?
And it's like second form? Ninja sneak attack. Do you
Hmm.
mean in an AoE?
Interesting.
You mean intricate attack or
Yeah,
yeah?
that
Okay.
thing. Or Kunai's Bane, if you know.
Yeah, it's an AOE now. It's on
That's
man shows
interesting.
up.
I don't. I like it. It's you know. Just means now you get to use it in AoE's pulls as well.
Okay, everybody ready for leveling? Oh, right. I should
Yes.
pause the recording again.
Yes, I am ready with Paladin.
Okay,
I am ready with Paladin. Yes, you can hear me.
pausing recording. Okay, leveling roulette is done. Time for the next master quest.
Skip cutscene. Not you, me.
Yep.
Don't skip your cutscenes.
Yeah, no. And, yep, recording is going.
It's just just me because I'm doing the event for like the third time.
Ah, wow.
Cannot be bothered with those cutscenes again.
Yeah. Ah, wild. I'm afraid there have been some developments that are less than encouraging. News of the Justiciar's actions has spread throughout the city, and with each retelling his deeds become more valorous. Younger citizens in particular seem to view him as something of an idol. And not me, the one who literally saved the world. How dare they? Despite the creatures he hunts posing no real danger, he would paint them as mighty beasts in need of felon. Of course, the Radiant hosts are far too busy to trouble themselves culling every pest that casts a sideways glance at the city's gates. Yet the Justiciar has twisted circumstances to his advantage. He proclaims to anyone who listens that the Radiant hosts shirk with terror before these beasts, and that he is the only one who can eradicate them. Though you might expect such claims to be dismissed as wild ramblings, it seems no few people have fallen for his ploy. The whispers of his exploits among the youth have practically grown into a clamor. Yet, we mustn't be discouraged, for his increasing fame only makes it easier for us to sniff out his trail. And where better to start than Ratzetan? I'll see you there, Wild. Okay, sure. I mean, like, we could have easily solved this, nipped this in the bud by, like, explaining to the kid exactly what happened at the start. Like, we got a real Lockhart situation going on here. All we got to do is catch him trying to face something that's too big for him to beat, and then you got your solution.
That's a theory.
You saying this as somebody who's actually finished the quest line and knows what's gonna happen.
I can tell you it wouldn't work.
I guess what, because his the relic is like, oh, no matter what you're facing, we'll do this lucky thing, this lucky charm for you that brings bad luck to someone else. I mean, I don't.
See,
Yeah.
Oh right, I'm skipping cutscenes. I don't care what the three of you say. Goddamn pirates. Damn pirates.
Typical. Given how large the city is, let's split up to cover more ground. I already have a destination in mind, a high crucible. I hear the alchemists there concoct all manners of tinctures and powders, including those which help in detecting traces of energies left behind by magics and enchanted tools. Fallen rocks have invariably marked locations where the Justiciar has performed one of his feats, and I believe an alchemical mixture can help us determine if their presence is the work of the treasure. I'm hardly an expert in such concoctions, though, but I'll seek advice of the High Crucible. While I'm doing that, I would ask that you go to the Hall of the Radiant Host and see if they have any new information on the Justiciar's whereabouts. Does that plan sound agreeable to you? Yeah. Great. Now that we both have our tasks, let's get to them. I'll meet you back here once my business is done. Say hi to Nidana for me, if you see her there. She's lovely. I know it's not in here, but hey everybody, how's everything going? Everything still fine? All the blasphemies are dead? Good. Do you guys have a caster among any of you? Because like, I never see any of you wearing that magical caster, the magical DPS. Oh wait, there you are. You're wearing one. You're not. You haven't dyed to your own color though. You aren't You aren't like red, which is what that outfit comes in by default. I guess you actually no. I guess you all have it green. Your outfits are all green,
Which begs the question of why does the outfit come in red by default? You'd think it would come in a matching color, but I mean, I'm not complaining because the default red of the Radiance casting gear is beautiful, and it's like my favorite gear in the game. Like if I ever get like a cosplay of Wild, I'm going to cosplay him wearing that, which makes me a little worried because like how expensive that's gonna be. I'm tired of hearing about this Justiciar. His population among the city's younglings is quickly becoming a cause for concern. Try as he might to refute his claims that the Radiant hosts are allowing monstrous beasts to run amok unchecked. You know how young minds are. Impressionable, and difficult to change once set. We initially disregarded him as a boastful eccentric, but his alarming sway over the populace can no longer be ignored. We are at present considering whether to open a formal investigation into his activities. You and this ally of yours have done well in your search thus far. You even have a working theory about the falling stones. Quite impressive. Several of our number have encountered him during their patrols, only to lose sight of him under a hail of rocks. Such incidents have become all too frequent, and many in our ranks demand we act. For now, I'm afraid this is all the help I can offer. Please share what I've told you with your companion, and together we may yet unmask the Justiciar. If anything I told you could potentially help Mistress Tipike in her search, please share it with her, and assure her that the Radiant hosts are not standing idly by while the Justiciar poisons the people's minds. Alright. I should have opened Twitch on my phone. It's heartening to know that the Radiant hosts are taking. Oh, I had the volume up on my stream. Oopsies. It's heartening to know that the Radiant hosts are taking this seriously. Thank you for speaking with them, Wild. I have good tidings as well. I explained the situation to the alchemists, and they provided a powder that should help detect traces of magic in the surrounding environment. I say help because the powder reacts only faintly on its own. To function properly, it requires the skills of one practiced in the arcane arts. Luckily, I have you. I've committed the locations of all sightings of the Justiciar to memory, and the closest to us was at the Perfumed Rise. Let's hope this powder works as intended. Ooh, a colorful marble. Asvatha. Gross. I still like to prefer the names being Malboros. Okay. The Justiciar was sighted near here,
and I didn't see any other conspicuous stones around, so I sprinkled the powder over this one. Now, concentrate your focus or inner eye or whatever it is that's the locus of your power, and see if you can detect any unnatural forces. Why am I looking back at her? Ooh. I can see the kami within the rock. Yeah, but it's unnatural, all right. So, were you able to detect anything? Yeah, it glowed a bit. I knew you could do it. So, because there are no crystals in the rock, the energy you detected must be the remnants of some kind of spell. Is that right? And taking the story of the Radiant we rescued previously into account, we conclude that the Justicia uses the treasure to call those stones down from the sky. At least now we have an inkling of its true nature. Even so, not every question has been answered. The Radiant told us that even as the Justiciar stood before the creature, he seemed to have trouble calling forth the Apex's power at first. My father once said that the Parish of the Apex is much like the wand he used to weave his magics. Of course, the main difference between them is the unique nature of the essence stored within the treasure. I know little of such arcane instruments, but you must be quite familiar with them. How do you use yours? I don't know, I just kind of like, at it. Hmm. Hmm. I channel ether into it. It kind of goes like, I see. Even with the right instruments, spellcasting requires the use of specific techniques. The Justiciar seems to lack any such expertise, so how did you tap into the treasure's power? Probably willpower. I suppose the Persia of the Apex possesses some unique method of activation. When I spoke to the representatives of the other tribes about their treasures, no one mentioned special techniques being required. Not that the relics should have had much in common to begin with. You too. Did you see an Ori girl pass through here by herself? I'm afraid not. What happened? Wait, I recognize you both. The hero of the final days and our recent visitor from Tyrol. Apologies for the imposition, but may I beg your assistance? It's that Justiciar's fault. The girl said she was off to join that fool's crusade and ran out of Yedlimad before anyone could stop her. Oh no. She's gonna get a rock dropped on her. Her mother begged us to find her, but if she's following the Justiciar, she could be anywhere. You see, he's been sighted at locations all over Bavner. We can't stand here looking at rocks while a girl is in danger, especially if the Justiciar is involved. We had to help. That'd be much appreciated. We're searching places where the Justiciar has been spotted before, so perhaps you could start where he hasn't been seen. Good idea. As far as I know, he hasn't been sighted at the northern shores. Come on, Wild. She has a good sense of direction to be able to find her way around the place she's new to quite easily. Oh, wait, you have things to say. I'll start my search right away. Hurry to the northern shores. I only hope we can find the girl soon. The Hamsa Hatchery. I thought we'd be fixing this place up, but I guess not. Typical. I don't see her anywhere. I don't see her anywhere. I hope she's safe. Oh no, she's probably. Oh yeah, that is exactly where she is. Aww. Oh, look at these walruses. Fuck. I heard fighting, so I came as fast as I could. It's a good thing you arrived in time to save the girl. Thank you, mister. Thank you. I'm glad you're safe, but your mother must. I'm glad you're safe, but your mother must be worried sick. You shouldn't wander off like that, especially not to look for a trickster like the Justiciar. What? You mean he's a bad man? Yes, exactly. He stole an important treasure from me, but no, that's the wrong accent. Oh, God, how do I do it? Yes, exactly. He stole an important treasure from my village, and now he's using it to make himself look brave. But he needs it to kill the monsters, to protect us. That's no excuse for stealing. No, damn, I keep going to the wrong accent. That's no excuse for stealing. He might have fooled you younglings, but the Radiant Host know what he's up to. But he said he'd save us from the monsters. He's our hero. Late child, we are telling you he is lying. You keep saying the same thing. You are wrong. The Radiant said we shouldn't be scared, but we all know the Justiciar is the one who keeps us safe. We don't need the Radiance anymore. Oh, you need to get your head slapped. Hmm. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. Just gotta make sure my mic is picking me up. Yep, it is. Right now, I don't think she cares much about what they think, so I'm gonna say like, no hero can save the world alone. Believe me, I tried. I need help. Even I need help. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say bad things about the Radiants. They protected everyone in the final days, I guess. I forgot how much they care about us. Yeah, yeah. Fascinating how quickly you forget things, huh? Ungrateful child. Typic is just like, hey, Wild. Hey, Wild. I've heard this lot mention the final days a few times. What is that? What was that about? Wild just looks at her, just like the Nom flashbacks playing. I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that after all you've been through. Hmm, you said that Justiciar is a thief and a trickster, but I hope it's not true. He's my hero. Well, I'd best exhort her back to Yudlamad. I'll meet you there later, Wild. Hmm. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna teleport there again. Oh, little girl's gone. The girl and her brother are reunited, and I think we can both give ourselves a pat on the back. They're on their way now to inform the Radiant host that all is well. I would like to apologize for before. I let my emotions get the better of me and harangued the poor girl when she was hardly to blame for anything. I really should have been scolding myself. I don't see how you didn't seem like you're all that emotional. You seemed fine to me. Wild, there's something I neglected to tell you before. The man who now calls himself the Justiciar came to us in the guise of a worldly merchant. He was eager to ask about the Perch of the Apex and its history, and I was equally eager to tell him, not even considering what he might do with the information. Oh, I'm so proud of my father for being appointed as guardian. I suppose I was trying to impress the stranger out of sheer vanity. That vanity led to my father being attacked and the treasure being stolen from under our noses. I have no choice but to make amends for my mistake and bring it back. Yet, somehow convinced that the Justiciar acts only to serve the greater good. I couldn't accept that he might not be as rotten as I thought, and lashed out at the wrong person. From now on, I can't let my emotions cloud my judgment. Again, you didn't seem all that emotional to me. You seemed quite calm and reasonable. I must remain calm and look at the facts for what they are. Have men been telling you you act emotional when you're really just being driven? And the facts say that the Justiciar has done no harm to the people of Thavner. I don't know. I'd say putting the reputation of the people that protect it at risk, or trying to what is the word I'm looking for?
Yuri, you're forgetting that ACAB includes the Radiant host.
I mean, yes, but this is fiction land where cops aren't just actually evil. They're trying to destroy the people's trust in them. The people in the guards who have actually helped defend this place, during the apocalypse. Like they are doing harm. They are destroying the trust in the fictionally trustworthy authority figures. Even so, the organization he serves, the Passage of the Unbound, is evil to its very core. If his actions at my village are not villainy, I don't know what is. The situation is fraught with contradictions. I still don't know what to think. What about you, Wild? I think he's just a blowhard who's trying to drum up a reputation. Yeah, no, I'm not going ambiguous. He's stirring unrest. I mean, he's stirring distrust with the regular police. What if he starts stowing distrust with the dragon, the fucking dragon leader of this country? I mean, we saw what happened. I've seen what happened in a country that, lost trust in dragons and decided to attack them. It was not pretty.
I think if that starts to happen, I think that's a yummy barbecue day for the dragon.
Yep. The sad thing is, Reacher would not even dare raise a claw against his beloved people. He would probably just, well, no, he wouldn't just keel over and let them kill him without fighting back. He'd probably just fly away. But he'd be heartbroken, and I would not be happy with that. Even if he hasn't attacked anyone, his actions are stirring unrest. I agree. He speaks of justice and heroism with great bluster, yet there's something we're missing. Thank you, Wild, for your wise words. I sometimes find it difficult to keep my heart from skewing my perspective, so I'm grateful that you're here to help help me see clearly. Again, I don't think you've been all that unreasonable. So, it seems our objective is unchanged. We track down the man who stole my people's sacred treasure. Whatever his intentions may be, unraveling them comes secondary to finding the man himself. I'll continue to pour my every effort into the search. Stop by from time to time, and I may have something new to share with you. Hey Tepika, it's been like 2 seconds. Got anything new? Wild. I hope you've been well. Since last we spoke, the Justiciar has been busy. God, that's a terrible name. If he wants to be a Toku hero, he should have a much more snappy name. Like Justiman or something. If he wants to go with the justice theme. Or Falling Justice. Because, the falling rocks, but then again, he didn't really know how the thing worked. Anyway, since last we spoke, the Justiciar has been busy expelling fiends all across Dabner, leaving a trail of witnesses behind in his wake. More than a few have reported seeing stones falling from the sky, which all but confirms our theory that the treasure is causing the phenomenon. Stories share one more peculiar commonality. It seems the pets he hunts have all been of the seedkin variety. Why he avoids beasts of flesh and blood is yet a mystery. Oh, maybe he's vegan. It bears mentioning that each of these eyewitness accounts came from people who were rescued by the Justiciar, who invariably appears just as these creatures attack. Okay. In fact, the Justiciar has been there to save the day in every single instance of seedkin-related mischief. Awfully suspicious, if you ask me. And I'm not the only one who thinks so. Okay, that's interesting. So either he is planting seeds or has some sort of alchemical concoction that makes seedkin specifically go crazy. Or he's just a vegan and doesn't consider seedkin animals as animals. Some among the Radiant hosts have suggested that the Justiciar has planted these assaults somehow, so he alone can reap the glory from thwarting them. I agree, and think this should be our next avenue of investigation. Many of these incidents occurred near the Giant Skull grounds, so we should start our search there. If we can find one of these monstrous plants before it finds hapless prey, we may be able to shed light upon the Justiciar's methods. Time is of the essence, so let's leave at once. Got all the way up there. Come on. You know what would be nice in future expansions if they expand areas of places we've been to, like like we get to go to the other side of the island of Bavner, or other areas in Garlemald, or even other areas in Eorzea. That'd be pretty interesting to just see, places that we haven't seen before, and let the devs give, updated maps or to them that look nice or something. I don't know. Any moving bushes? Southern vines? Not here in any case. Wild, I'll search the western path. Why don't you search the east? If you see something, don't strike to kill. Weaken it, then capture it with this rope. We'll learn much more from a live specimen. If you see anything moving, if you see any moving things, sprouting leaves, flowers, or the like, capture it with a rope and bring it here. A marble seedling. Fully resisted. Fuck you. Oh. Oh, do I have to actually kill it? Or is it not? Okay. Okay. Not one of those ones where you have to only hurt it so much. Okay. Oh, okay, it's gone. I thought it was gonna be because early on when they had those kinds of quests of weaken this thing and then capture it, it was like, oh, you have to make sure you don't actually kill it, but now it just stops you before you kill it. Makes it much easier. I see plenty of fauna roaming about, but the flora all seems to be of the rooted to the ground variety. Perhaps my hunch was incorrect. Not even an orc could break free from the knots binding this marble seedling. Look at this thing. You found one! In fact, this is exactly as an eyewitness described. Why don't you keep it for the time being? Bring it to the Great Work, and I'll ask my acquaintance there to examine it with all haste. Yeah, sure, let me hold the smelly thing. Why are you going that way? Oh, wait, oh, we're going to the Great Work. Oh, wait, that's what you said. Dang it, I thought we were going to go into Radzatan, but yeah, no. Oh, I hope we get to see Nidana. Nidana, hi, how's it going? Though the mission is complete, there's still so much I wish to learn of the Void. Naturally, I thought to seek out Ajdaya. Then I remembered, when speaking with Yashoda the First, my enthusiasm carried us well into the early hours of the morning. I hope not to make that same mistake again. Miss Alchemist and I spoke briefly the last time I was here. Give her the little seedkin you caught, and we'll see what she makes of it. Mistress Tepeke told me what to expect. Well then, let's see the thing. Oh, I didn't expect it to be so diminutive. If Mistress Tepeke's intuition is correct, then I expect some interesting discoveries are in store. brought me quite a fascinating specimen indeed. I can say for certain that this creature's growth isn't natural in the slightest. Biologically, it's still but a sapling, as you can tell by its size, yet it is a result of a specific alchemical mixture which is used to spur the growth of seeds and mycelium to an unnatural degree. The agents have a side effect of making the creatures more aggressive, which explains why such a small specimen would so boldly attack beings larger than itself. Huh. Yet the solution requires ingredients most rare, and the cost of procuring enough to synthesize it would be beyond the means of most. So whoever is behind this, they're likely well heeled. As for the creatures themselves, if they were all grown artificially, perhaps that explains why most of the incidents involve small seedkin. Rather than wait for them to mature naturally, the Justiciar must have accelerated their growth so that he could deploy huge numbers over a short span of time. In fact, his plan likely requires they be small, weak foes in order to guarantee his victory. After all, the great Justiciar can hardly be expected to bear the blemish of defeat. With these new details brought to light, it's almost certain he's staging these attacks on the common folk. Now we have a new perspective to guide our search. Perhaps you should return to Yedlimod. I hear the Justiciar is the talk of the village, and they doubtless have stories to share. A splendid idea. Thank you. Your findings have brought us a step closer to unmasking that villain. Let's hurry to Yedlimod. The more accounts we have of the Justiciar, the better our chances of predicting his next move. I only hope that my analysis aids you in finding the answers you seek. Oh, that looks pretty from a distance. Oh, right. This is in Yedlimod. This is the place, right? Huh. You look familiar. Eh? Don't tell me you've come chasing that half-baked savior. The younglings might be taken in by his honeyed words, but anyone with experience can see he's nothing but a charlatan, and I have a story to prove it. Alright, you'd have an accent too. I don't know how to do an old man voice and an accent. A merchant I know took a tumble as he was transporting his goods. Not long after comes a justiciar, looking chivalrous as you please in his shining armor. But did he offer a helping hand? No! He ran off with nary a glance backwards. He may go on about slaying beasts, but a real hero would never ignore someone in need, even if they were just suffering from a scraped knee and a bruised ego. What kind of hero would abandon a person in need? My friend is lucky his wounds weren't worse, else he may have died there. Oh, you're hungry to learn more of the Justiciar? He's amazing! I was lucky enough to catch a glimpse of him on the road leading here, facing down a fearsome creature. I don't know how he did it, but he called down rocks from the sky to knock that thing flat. The Radiant hosts were away on patrol, so if he hadn't come to our rescue, that brute would have marched right into our homes. He shouted that he was the savior Razatan, and he even waved at me. Oh, he looked so impressive with the sun shining behind him. He looked so gallant standing over his fallen foe, waving at me with the sun at his back. Gay. Not only gay, but gay in bad taste. Rest assured, the Radiant host are well aware of the GCCR. Every day we receive more reports of him combating beasts in the surrounding wilderness. These encounters are never on well-traveled roads, it seems. They occur in remote regions that we scarcely patrol, along routes that are only used by a small number of merchants and porters. We've concluded that the GCCR either has uncommon knowledge of the behavioral patterns of these creatures, or that he keeps close company with a merchant who travels those obscure paths. Wild, do you have a moment? I'm having a little trouble here. I sought this merchant out because I was told he dealt with the alchemists in the great work. I thought he might know something about the Justiciar, but when I asked, he's been like this ever since. Apologies. I was just surprised that you would ask me about that madman. What connection could he possibly have with me? The fiends he fights are grown with rare alchemical materials, and we think he may be staging these encounters. Since you deal with in such wares, I wondered if you might know how he came into their possession. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never spoken to that man. Slash doubt. I very much doubt that. Perhaps he'll be more receptive to questions from you, Wild. Oh, I don't get to be threatening. I do get to be direct, though. Spit it out. You're working with him, aren't you? You dare accuse me? Why, how am I to know that you aren't the one in league with Virazan? Virazan, he said. Who's that, may I ask? Uh, huh? What? Did I? No, that's my name. Mm, I'd be a fool to consider this charade any longer. Oh, my son Virazan is the one you know as the Justiciar. To be suddenly confronted with his litany of misdeeds, I quite lost my composure. You're his father? Then, do you know how he came into possession of such rare materials and knowledge? He stole them from me. My most valuable materials and my precious maps. Yet I was the one who chose to hide that fact, and I bear the blame for the consequences. What can you tell us about him as a person? Virazan was obsessed with tales of legendary heroes, even from a young age. I paid a great deal of money to have him tutored in the art of the bow. He became quite skilled at it, in fact, but not quite as skilled as his arrogance led him to believe. Due to this, and perhaps a lack of ambition, he never aspired to true greatness. Instead, he came to rely upon fanciful equipment and exotic potions, rather than honing what skills he had. It pained me to see him fall into dissoluteness, but he would brook no counsel. So, several years ago, I gave him enough coin to support his lavish lifestyle, and told him never to speak with me again. He didn't, until but recently, when he darkened my doorstep once more. And that was when he stole your goods? Although I would have willingly given them if he had but asked, he was rambling almost incoherently, saying that his heroic deeds as the Justiciar had caught the eye of someone named Apyahi, leader of the Passage of the Unbound, whoever they are. He claimed that under the guidance of his newfound allies, he had obtained a great power, power enough to eclipse all heroes who have come before and shall come after, as he put it. It seems he gives what money he still has to these people. To think that for all his fanciful words, he has only deigned to grasp at hollow glory, all at the expense of Radzatan. There is no greater shame as a father. Given what we know of the shadowy group, they most likely aim to sow discontent through Virzan's deeds. He may be so blinded by his own desire for adoration that he can't see whose hands who are pulling his strings. You're saying that he's being used? If that's true, then I can no longer remain silent, despite what shame it may bring. I see now that sharing my story might be the only way to save my son. Indeed, I suggest you tell the Radiant Host at once. Of course, we'll be pouring out every effort into stopping him. Thank you for giving me direction. I didn't imagine our meeting would end this way. Truth be told, I'm not entirely unsympathetic toward Virzan. I bask in my father's reflected glory while having none of my own to speak of. The glory Virzan seeks is similarly false. I too shall visit the Radiant Host and have them spread word of the Justiciar's true nature. If the people are wise to his trickery, they'll be far more likely to aid us. He'll soon learn that a legend built on lies is no match for true heroism. I might want to pause this again because it is late, and I think I still haven't done my custom deliveries, which I should get to. So I'm just going to go ahead and pause the recording for a little bit. And back to continue with the role quest. Tepeke, what do you got for me? Level 96. Hopefully these next two quests get me up to 98 or 98 so I can do it. Greetings, Wild. Greetings, Wild. Virzan's father has been as good as his word, and has confessed the truth of his son's actions to whomever will listen. Even among the younglings, far fewer sing the Justiciar's praises. The tide is turning in our favor at last, and the Radiant hosts are making ready to tighten the net. Speaking of which, they had curious news to share. They've been examining the stones left behind by the Justiciar and noticed a pattern. They were all varieties of rock commonly found near the site of each encounter. For instance, near the Giant Skull grounds, the Justiciar seems to have called down a hail of what else but Giant Skull. I have my own theories about what this means, but I'd like to hear your thoughts, Wild. Really, they've all looked kind of identical. Alright, it's safe to say that they were, the artifact doesn't create rocks from nothing, or the rocks weren't summoned, but moved. I don't see how this can help, but okay. Oh wait, maybe he has to mark rocks before he can summon them. I don't know. He didn't know how they worked how it worked to begin with, so he wouldn't have marked any rocks first. The rocks weren't summoned, but moved. Indeed, the perch of the apex likely lifts whatever stones are nearby and brings them crashing down to earth. If our suspicions are correct, we're one step closer to unraveling its mysteries. But despite these favorable developments, the Justiciar's popularity remains a problem. Even with the recent blow to his credibility, his most ardent followers still idolize him. In fact, I hear he's sending letters of the youth to the youth of Radzatan, though their contents are a closely guarded secret. All the more reason to investigate, don't you think? Once we get to Radzatan, if I question people around the marketplace, would you cover the city's western quarter? That's where his younger followers tend to gather. After we've collected enough information, let's meet to share our findings. See you again in Radzatan, Wild. Hmm. Yeah, all we had to do to solve the popularity problem is just have the Radiance host dressed up in Sentai outfits. I've got a few. Braveda Fibers. I need to deal with that eventually. The Justiciar gave me that invitation himself, only for some thief to snatch it right out of my hand. Huh? You believe in the Justiciar too? Well, I didn't have a chance to read the whole letter before it was stolen, but he's gathered his most devoted for a special audience. The bastard! Oh wait, you're not a child. You're. I was acting like you were a child, and I was just like, okay, it's getting kind of creepy. Okay. You're a young man who should be acting more your age. The bastard who stole my invitation is clearly up to no good. He even muttered something about getting revenge. But who could hate someone so noble? I think you're the same guy who was fawning over him earlier. The letter was stolen before I could read it all, but it looks like the Justiciar is gathering his followers for a special audience. Oh, you're the one who's always following that Tepeke around. I heard she's spreading rumors about this city's savior. I won't let her harm his reputation any more than she already has, so I've nothing to say to her lapdog. Oh, is that a fact, huh? And take another one. 2 for flinching. Ah. I can't do anything to attack her. See my power? Fear me. Ask me again and the answer will be the same. Now get out of my sight. Alright, you die. Alright, she's dead. I don't care if her model's there still standing, she's dead. Alright, child. Do I have to commit infanticide? Yeah, I know about the letters. Me and my friends didn't get one, though. The grown-ups get angry if we talk about the Justiciar. But guess what? I heard Zashal talking about him over by Myriad's Mehan. Mehan. He had a big grin on his face, too. Does that mean the Justiciar isn't a bad man like the grown-ups say? The most useful clue points to the merchant Zashal having some connection to Virazan. He was last seen near Merid's Mehan. That merchant Zashal seems to like the Justiciar, not like the other grown-ups. If you're looking for him, he might still be in Merid's Mehan. Foolish child. Wait, what? Okay, he's not loaded in. Ah, there you are. Tell me what you know! It's true what they say. A fool and his gill are soon parted.
Is that a fact?
Uh? Huh? Why, if it isn't one of the heroes of the final days. This isn't about that map I sold to your companion, is it? Oh, you!
Nah, we found the treasure.
You'll find it points the way to the vaults of Alzadal 3, exactly the third, exactly as I described. I may have employed a few creative methods to entice my customers. What merchant doesn't?
The vault is destroyed now. I see you're as unscrupulous as ever.
Now, a man can't fill his belly on virtue and honesty. Any road, something tells me that's not why you're here. You're after the Justiciar? Your choice of quarry is unusual, to say the least. But perhaps I can help you along, eh? A young man came asking for a map to open the way to Uznair. I sold him every map I had, assuring him that the one he needed was among them. I suppose he found it, as I hear these letters that were handed out contain a copy of the map. I dare say that young fellow was the Justiciar himself, and he's planning a clandestine meeting in the Uznair canals. Mind you, it appears he has no shortage of enemies. No doubt they'll try to interfere. Thankfully, Rajatan isn't known for large-scale criminal organizations, but that hasn't kept the less scrupulous citizens from dirtying their hands when times are desperate. From what I hear, bandits seeking to rob trade caravans keep running into the Justiciar during his fiend-felling exploits, causing their raids to end in failure. Like as not, they'll try to infiltrate his group of followers and settle the score. And that's where my knowledge of the matter ends. If you're wondering where the meeting place is, all I remember is that the spot marked on the copied maps is somewhere in the Shroud of the Samga. So, does that answer your queries?
Yeah. But don't think this doesn't mean you're not on thin ice.
The location is somewhere within the Shroud of the Samga. I can't remember much beyond that, so perhaps you could stop bothering me now.
Yep, I am recording.
Those in support of the Justiciar didn't seem surprised when I told him of his misdeeds, but they were still reluctant to betray him. In short, I've had no luck. What about you, Wild? Your investigative abilities never cease to amaze me. As for this gathering Virzan is planning, I expected some scheme to prop up his flagging popularity. Even so, many of his devotees are younglings ill-equipped to make the perilous journey to the meeting place. If they've any sense, rather than attempt to travel there directly, they'll stop at settlements along the way to rest from the route. You said the map led into the Shroud of the Samga, yes? That means Palika's Stand is the closest settlement. I hear many took refuge there during the final days, and now it's a bustling town in its own right. The arrival of more people would hardly raise eyebrows, making it the perfect place to avoid unwanted attention while they make ready. We should head there before they leave on the final leg of their journey.
So many side quests I'm gonna have to catch up on. Where's the people that I know here? Oh, typically. Oh, well. I was right, Wild. Many of the youths are carrying pieces of parchment. Those must be the letters. Yet, it seems my reputation has preceded me. Our suspected followers clearly avoid me whenever I try to approach them. Still, we can use this to our advantage. None of them would dare leave Palakistan while there's a risk I might follow after. I'll keep watch over their comings and goings, but we'll make sure to leave obvious blind spots. If one of the Justiciar's followers attempts to escape the village, I need you to go after them. Now, find a vantage point that affords a good view while keeping you hidden. Once you started pursuing an unwitting target, I won't be far behind. What are you doing? If they find out that we're working together, this will all be for nothing. Watch from a hidden vantage point, and follow anyone you see trying to leave Palakistan quietly. Okie dokes. Ah. Let me just see how the baby's doing. I think the baby should be here somewhere. Nope. Maybe over there? Nope. Maybe over there? No, that's a storeroom. Maybe in here? Nope. Oh god, what happened to the baby? It's gone. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, time to follow. Follow. I should have expected this. Where am I? Time to follow the map. Oh, I'm just casually walking up the other stairs. Oh god, where'd he go? Furtive youth. No one's following. Is someone there? Good thing I jumped down. I'm in the clear. I need to hurry. I thought he was gonna turn around. Oh god. I made it. Did something move? Yeah, the giant ass elephant right there. It's just my imagination. What do I hide behind if he were to turn around now? The map points here. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh. Ah.
portal should be nearby. Portal? What? And then I'll finally meet him. What? You're the hero who saved us in the final days. What are you doing here? I want to bask in the glory of the Justiciar. Oh, no, okay. I didn't try to fool him. So, you're working alongside the woman I saw at the village. I've heard about the rumors she's spreading, but I had no idea she'd enlisted your aid. The Justiciar saved me, you see. I was transporting goods for a local merchant who was too miserly to even hire a proper escort. A ferocious creature ambushed me, but my savior appeared from nowhere and saw off the beast. I owe him my life. You're pathetic. What was it? A fucking little plant thing? I don't remember the plant monsters well enough here to guess. That's why I came here, to see if there's any truth to the rumors. But now I understand I'm in over my head. I'm going back home. Here, you can have the map. I trust you to take measure of the Justiciar and to share the truth with us all. Apologies for watching from the shadows, but I was afraid my presence might have startled the lad. I was able to hear what he said, though, and his gratitude toward the Justiciar seemed genuine. I dare say the other followers feel similarly. Well now that we have a map of our own, let's open the portal and confront Virazan. Yep. Oh, straight to the cutscene. Now, is it like a magic portal or is it like a trapdoor portal? Oh wait, it's maps, treasure maps. I think you guys have made that joke reference before. Somebody made a reference or something that they use treasure maps. Oh my god, this is the fucking treasure map dungeon. What a sight. What a sight. Did the treasure cause this? Hmm. Oh, how did I give this guy's voice? Oh my! If it isn't the hero who saved Razatan, nay, the world itself. I never expected someone so vaunted to attend my audience, but I am honored nonetheless. Enough of your games, Virazan. Stop this madness at once. After giving you such a warm welcome, these are the thanks I get? Well, 'tis true that I was once known by that name. 'Twas merely a guise I wore until I discovered my true self. So long as I am the masked hero of Razatan, I shall not suffer any to call me Virazan. But that is your name, isn't it? The third one?
Yep.
Okay, I kind of wanted that one too, but what do I? Okay, yeah. Why don't Why don't you drop the act and try being a true hero? A true hero, you say? Indeed. Perhaps casting aside this mask is the price I must pay for the adoration I am due. What? Now that he's lost his helmet, I should give him a different voice.
Very well. My name shall ring throughout Razatan. Let it be known that Justiciar is Virazan, and Virazan is the Justiciar.
Oh god, put the helmet back on. What were you using? Getting some sort of voice filter on that thing?
What are you saying? You unleash a perch of the apex upon your own followers. You know its name? Wait, I remember you. The girl from Shaktaral, yes? Your village's artifact is not discriminating in its wrath. Some among my followers harbored wicked intentions, and it brought sorrow unto my enemies. The true of heart caught in the aftermath were merely unfortunate. But they believed in you, even though you tricked them. What kind of hero are you? Yeah. You too would oppose me? I had thought that as fellow saviors, we might find some common ground. Yet it would seem we are destined to walk different paths.
Oh god, I'm so bad at the Indian accent, and I keep making it sound like the Turali accent. Okay. Um.
Now,
And it's also like trying to do like a different voice and an accent at the same time is hard. Um.
now, faced with unknown peril, a great fervor rages within me.
Let's see. How does Nidana talk? I can't. It's been a while. Oh god, rocks fall, everyone dies.
I wish the game would like be more persistent. Like obviously they do this and get pulled down their branch story path. But I wish you could have been more persistent about tracking along on the adventure with you.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like that would have worked.
Yep.
However, here is not where we shall match wits. No, a more fitting battleground is in order. We will meet again soon, you have my word. Ah! Shut up! Ah! Ah!
Huh? Good shot. Oh wait, he didn't get got. Okay.
So, can you tell us what happened here?
Uh-huh.
He gathered us all around and made a grand speech, claimed he was the hero that would drive back the flood of fiends threatening Thavnir. Then he spoke of his anger at the recent rumors. He told us to go forth and repair his damaged reputation, so that the people would love him again. He became quite impassioned, in fact.
As for us two, we were here to teach him a lesson, biding our time until his back was turned, but we couldn't stomach his self-righteous drivel any longer. He acts like he's a god come to grace Thavnir, but most people have grown wise to his tricks, including the Radiant Host. We stepped forward and told him as much, and then demanded that he admit he's been pulling the wool over everyone's eyes. That's when he started waving that thing about. We soon learned that the rumors of his powers were true, and rocks started falling down around us.
Even as true believers were not spared, there was nowhere to run. The Justiciar said such power cannot be fettered, and that sacrifices are unavoidable. And all the while, he was laughing. We pleaded with him for mercy, but that just made him angrier. He flourished at the object again, and yet more rocks assailed us. It was horrible.
Stones big and small raining down endlessly. Until you two appeared, that is. Thank you for telling us what happened. I only wish we could have arrived sooner. Now, just to set things straight, it was you two that brandished your weapons first, yes?
Well, well, I won't deny that. But we were only trying to bring the truth of his misdeeds to light. Though we might have had some personal scores to settle on top of that.
Before I left Palikastan, I asked the radiant host there to look out for anyone returning from the wilderness. I suggest you head there and seek their aid. While you're there, share with them what you just told us. As for the pair of you, don't even think about running away, or you'll have us to deal with.
What did they do that was so wrong? I mean, sure, it's their fault, but like, come on.
Hmm. Everyone has returned to the care of the radiant host. As for those ruffians who meant to attack Virazan, it seems they had a history of violence for which they soon may answer. Several among Virazan's followers were dealt serious wounds, but we can be grateful that none lost their lives. It is exactly as the old saying describes, the master of the apex shall be showered with good fortune, yet leave only sorrow in their wake. The part about sorrow certainly seems true, at least. We can't but hope that Virazan's spell over the people will be broken at last when word of what transpired here becomes common knowledge. Let that buoy our spirits as we return to Yedlimad.
I must check that I am recording. I must check it again and again. Hmm. How are those people doing? Wait, no. How are they? Oh, right, yeah, no, they're gonna be back at the, that one other place. Over there.
Well, that was certainly an ordeal. Although Virajan got away, we can look back upon what transpired to plan our next course of action. It appears that the treasure takes rocks from the surrounding environment and makes them rain down upon the wield's surroundings. However, the power seems to be somewhat haphazard. While Virazan himself wasn't struck, the boulders assailed friend and foe alike. Something else has been nagging at me as well. The stones we saw in the canal seemed quite a bit larger than the others. I don't know what to make of it, but I will give it some thought. We still don't know exactly how it controls the Apex's abilities either. We must focus on these mysteries as we continue our investigation. As for Virazan himself, he was just as his father said, wasn't he? His so-called heroism is an empty charade, like a child playing being a hero from their storybooks. He seems motivated by a vain desire to gain the love of the people, yet he cares nothing for their well-being. He'll learn his lesson soon enough, though. None will sing his praises after word of what happened at Uznair spreads. Even he must know this. I worry that his desperation will drive him to worse misdeeds. If the treasure is used with reckless abandon, it could cause untold harm. I must discuss this with the Radiant Host. Together, we might be able to capture Virazan before he attempts anything drastic. Stand by for now, Wild. I'll be in touch the moment I have something to share. Alright, hopefully this hits me over the edge to be level 98. It does not. Alright then. But why was it? Oh no, that was a million. Okay. Dang, I just needed another million and a half. Oh well. That's I mean, I'd say that's just a couple of quests, I suppose. Oh, power up, yeah. An illustrated manual detailing the 10 essential steps to die a graceful death, used to learn to play deadly mode. Yay. And let's activate the song. An illustrated manual of various Far Eastern vulgarities used to learn the power of emote. An illustrated manual of how to mimic the summoning motions of the Dreadworm Bahamut, used to learn the Mega Player emote. Yay. The power! Oh yeah, that was fun. Can you change pose while dying? Nope. Yay, fun. Okay. Where's the power up? It can't be here, can it? Oh, it is here. Ah, okay. Oh, yummy, yum. That's odd. Huh. Wow, the animations for eating actually looks nice. I don't remember them actually being that detailed. Okay, I could do the healer role quest since I am 98 and my sage is at 100. But it is late, actually. Yeah, it's late. That took a lot longer than I expected, so I think I'll call it there and do the wrap-up stuff another time, which is going to... Hopefully I'll get Dancer to 100 and Samurai... Oh yeah, no, Puppy still needs to level his melee to catch up, so...
It's at 97 and I need a bunch of Vanguard gear for it.
That is
So
true.
like that level should come from like a couple of Vanguards.
Yeah. Yeah, I also have Vanguard runs. And oof, Machinist is level 96, but I need that to be 97 if I want to do Vanguard as a range. Right? Yeah, I do, right? Yes, because Vanguard's 97. Okay. All right. Well then, that's gonna be it for tonight. And I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. We're gonna have plans to do tomorrow probably. All right. Well. Huh. Oh, I think I forgot to tell Navy that we wanted to like maybe watch movies tomorrow. I I mentioned it, but like I don't remember him really like responding too much to it. Oh well. Okay. Well, hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed if anyone stopped in to watch, hope you enjoyed and see you next time. Bye-bye.